Hello everyone, welcome back. In this episode we'll be starting our AI. So the first thing we do for AI is we want to create our object, our enemy, in a sense, because this is what this AI will be for our enemies. We want to create, let's go with spheres, center them like so. And we will turn these into circles rather than spheres so that our lighting doesn't create any confusions. Now normally it'd be a good idea to use a texture for them, but in this tutorial material will do. What color?
How about a nice orange?
Orange. Alright. So we go over to our right in the inspector, click right here, find a nice orange. That's too yellow. Let's move a little down. There we go. How do you like that? Or like this?
That's perfect.
Perfect. Looks bronze. Anyway, we can drag that over here. We are going to go back to our game folder, go to our prefabs, and create a prefab. Now, again, if you do not remember what a prefab is, it's just a template that gets saved. So this is going to be our enemy. But we are not going to apply this here yet because we are not done editing this. We need to give it a brain. So we're going to go to our scripts. We're going to create a C# script over here. We're going to call this enemy script. We're going to open this up in MonoDevelop. Like so. Alright. We are going to set some variables here. We're going to make public int speed. Let's go with 8 for now. Again, this is just an arbitrary number. Now the first thing we want to do is to make sure that it can move. So we go transform, we access its transform, and we translate vector vector 3 dot up times speed times time dot delta time. Now all this does is it moves our object up 8 at a constant rate. We want to get rid of the new, actually. That is for moving to a new location. If we're traveling in a direction, you need it like this. If you want to translate to directly to a new location, then you put new, because it's the new location in a way. So we go back to our Unity editor, drag the enemy script over to our sphere. Okay, we've got our script attached and the speed is still 8. I'm going to want to rename this enemy. Let's move this over here and we're going to test it. Alright, well, as you can see from the Y position, it moves up and it will not stop no matter what. Every single frame it is told to move up. So we add this as a prefab down here. We access the prefab we made earlier and drag enemy down here. So what we do here is we actually delete our object in the scene. However, we keep our prefab. So what we do here, go to our scripts, we create a spawner script. This will be attached to an invisible game object, or rather an empty game object. This has absolutely no size or shape. It is completely invisible. Its location does not matter. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drag it down here out of the way. All this is used for in this case is like a shell for the script we'll attach to it. So we're going to call this spawner. It's not going to look like anything. It's not going to do anything on its own. It's the spawner script that gets attached to this that matters.